Oh, well. Yep. Let's go see Seth before time passes again. Let's see, Cider, it's a buzzsaw.
Oh yeah, circular saw is a bit different, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, manager, are you in Lumina Square for business? I'm here to see you. Really? Why didn't you give me a heads up? I was out in the field earlier. You almost came for nothing. Wait, I don't have any overdue videotapes, right? Don't tell me you came all this way just to remind me. Mr. Public Security Officer! Yes, you with the wagging tail. I'm a reporter from Redo Today. Do you have a moment for a quick street interview?
Street interview? Me?
Wow, it seems a hard-working public security officer is willing to grace us with an interview. Please listen carefully to the question.
That was not a yes answer, miss.
Are you happy?
Sure. My name is Seth Lowe. Wait a minute. I didn't agree to be interviewed by you.
Relax, buddy. This isn't rocket science. Let's zoom in a bit on our handsome officer. Come on, smile for the camera.
Paparazzi.
Huh?
You must not have heard our question clearly, kind officer. We just wanted to ask. In New Eridu, where everyone lives and works in peace and contentment, in the prosperous Janus district and in the dazzling Lumina Square, do you feel happy?
No.
Well, how could that be? As a public security officer, surely you must know that we Janus Quarter citizens have always topped the charts when it comes to our happiness index scores.
Hasn't our ranking been slipping since the second quarter of last year?
Huh? What the officer is trying to say is that we are not to be outdone despite stiff competition among districts.
I didn't say that. Speaking from what I know about public security statistics, the case closure rate across the entire Janus Quarter for the last 3 periods has risen by 1 to 2% on average.
That's right! An uptick in cases closed means a safer Janus Quarter. We're truly making great progress.
Not really. The increase is actually due to the significant drop in the number of cases handled. The media only pays attention to the number of new cases and case closure rate. But if we look at the average number of cases handled daily... hold on. Why are you grabbing the mic from me? I haven't finished yet. If we look at the average number of cases handled daily, we can see that the drop in the number of new cases could very well be due to tampering...
Cat! Stop rolling! Officer, we should be helping each other out here. Why are you making things so difficult for me? Since you're such a good-looking guy, I don't mind doing public security a favor. So why are you messing with me? Do you have beef with me? Do you want me to lose my job?
I don't even know you. Why would I want you to lose your job? I haven't finished answering your question. Don't you need to take my picture or something?
One of us must have a few screws loose.
The reporter shoots Seth a fierce glare before exiting in a huff with the cameraman, leaving you and Seth staring at each other in bewilderment.
I'm confused. Why would anyone just call themselves crazy like that?
Seth.
No, I can't help it anymore.
It's funny, right? She asked me a question, wouldn't even let me answer, then stormed off cursing under her breath. Clearly, she has some issues she needs to work through.
Cider, Seth is so dumb and I love him.
But why did she say that I was trying to get her fired? I didn't even want to be interviewed, yet I still answered her question seriously. I was obviously trying to help her out. Why would she accuse me like that?
She probably already had an answer in mind and assumed you, as a PubSec officer, would play along. She didn't expect you to be so honest and didn't get the answer she was looking for.
Yeah, she was looking for a polished piece.
Play along? Why even ask if you don't want to hear people's answers in the first place? Am I failing to read between the lines again?
Yes.
You're not wrong. The world is wrong. Just kidding. But seriously, there's some truth to what I said. The world might be a better place if there were more straightforward people like you, willing to speak their minds.
Straightforward? Honestly, I'm more often described as having difficulty understanding human language.
It's more, I think it's more that you don't deal with the bullshit.
I don't think I was in the wrong either. Anyway, thanks for the words of encouragement, manager.
Oh, don't mention it. That's what friends are for.
Again, some of these answers basically lead to the same thing anyways.
Friends?
Because because both are used.
Huh? I thought we were friends already. Of course, only if you're up for it.
Yeah, they were the other way around. Okay.
That's fine. So we're friends. I'll visit you on 6th Street the next time I get the chance. I gotta get back to the precinct now. Bye, manager.
And we embarrassed him, or made him feel embarrassed, or self-conscious. He watched Seth slink away as if he's on the lam. You've gained another friend in public security. And that means 4 of 4 friends now. More 3 of 4. With Jane, you can never really tell. I wouldn't say that Seth is dumb. He is just oblivious to certain things. Because he's clearly smart in remembering things like those statistics and such.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my food.
Okay. I really envy those working at the mall. Snuggling kitties and puppies for free sounds like a dream. If only I could work in a pet store. Puppies would bring me so much joy. Oh, if you happen to know someone there, could you ask them how I could get a job there? Okay, we need to talk with one of these for this, I believe. The pups at the pet store are really putting in the effort. They're out there, wiggling and standing up, trying to charm passers-by, hoping someone will take them home. However, only the quiet ones have found home so far. The puppies with tricks up their sleeves are still waiting for a family. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's their breed? They aren't the most high-end breeds, but the prices are through the roof. So naturally, not many would pay a fortune just to bring them home. Nah, you're too naive. It's all set up by the store owner. Place them front and center, hoping their antics will attract buyers. Then slap on a crazy price so no one ever buys them. There's puppies, all cheerful and having been putting on a show, attracting in passerbys in hopes of finding a loving home. They are caught in an illusion that if they perform well, someone will surely take them home next time. Ah, well, that makes sense. Oh yeah, that actually makes sense. So our boss never raises the pay, always saying, let's check the numbers next month, just to... You're right. Just to make us believe we'll get a raise if we work harder, so we'll grind. Yeah. Hey, any news from the pet store? Are they still hiring new staff? Share the gossips about the pet store. Really? No, that's tough. Those poor puppies. I see. I'll pass on that job at the store. I'll scout for a part-time job elsewhere and save up to bring those puppies home. Thank you for asking. Here, a weird coin as a token of my appreciation. Yeah. This is something that both... Sir? This is something that's both Zenless and Nikkei Goddess of Victory managed to balance real good, actually, in my opinion. The silly and the serious. Which, I may have talked about this before, but in some games, like Arknights, yeah, they put on the serious to the point where it just gets depressing. And that's part of why I quit playing that game. But with Zenless and Nikkei, it manages a good balance so that yeah, it doesn't feel like you're getting kicked while you're down over and over again like with Arknights, at least in my experience with it.
Yeah, it was good to have some comedy. Though there's some show, or at least when it comes to shows, you can have a depressing show and such. Then again, you would have someone that can handle it to watch it. But with like games and movies and such, you do want some balance.
Yeah.
Again, it's supposed to depend on what the movie, game, or book is supposed to be within what kind of genre it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But yeah, the balance also keeps things from getting too silly with a point that it starts to feel like a parody or something. Because that can turn people away as well.
Afternoon. Feeling hungry? Let me make you a deluxe bowl. Should I add more pepper next time?
What a surprise! You're here for noodles too? I'm actually just here to pick up Nicole's takeaway. The old shop's noodles taste great, but business is booming, so I always have to wait in line for ages. If only there was an automatic takeout system. The noodles wouldn't taste as good. Not really, it all depends on who is doing the delivery. If they're fast enough, the noodles will still be hot when they arrive at your doorstep. That's what I learned from getting Nicole's noodles all these times. Okay, flunked that one, but at least we didn't get a trust down. Okay. Hello, Ben. What kind of show is that?
Oh, time to relax after a long day taking care of the accounts.
Yeah, good point there, Cider. Does Billy even need to eat? Like he needs something to power him up, but I'm presuming he can't just sit his ass down in one of the bang boot charging ports.
I think run on, like if he eats food, it could mean he would run some biofuel.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a mouth to eat with.
Yeah, and actually, if it does run biofuel, wouldn't that mean? It could mean he will stink horribly unless they have a way to make sure it doesn't leak out the stench.
Yeah. Now I'm curious what would happen if he does need to take in fuel, if Bernice gets to make a mixture for him. Billy in a sugar rush. Time to relax after lunch. Yep.
May I come and pick up that copy of Best Bid now?
Of course you can. How about we watch it together?
That'd be great. I'd like to learn more about market prices for certain commodities on the open market. It'll help me make purchases at a more reasonable and cost-effective price.
You go with Ben into random play and watch Best Bid together. Ben stares transfixed at the presenter. Is he even blinking?
Wait, am I seeing that right? A cement bucket that Big Bear Thyron's mixed in is being sold for 500 dennies?
There are all kinds of customers out there in the world.
But isn't that just construction waste from our company's worksite? Seems like I'd better reevaluate the value of certain company assets. Many of them may be worth a lot more than I originally thought.
Like the calculator a certain sturdy-looking Bear Thyron uses?
Sturdy-looking Bear Thyron? Are you talking about me? I don't know about that. My colleagues on site tell me sitting in that office all day is making me thinner.
Okay, the opposite of what usually happens.
It's nice to relax with a video after a job well done. I'll try to stop by more often.
And now Ben can promote the video store. And yeah, if you don't leave too quickly or enough, they despawn. if they don't despawn because of something else popping up, you can have a bit of a chat after. It's an interesting show, isn't it? I'd like to come by the store when I have some free time and check out some other movies.
Wait, hold on. Go back in. Look at the sofa.
Yeah.
Then at you, then at Ben.
Yeah, pretty sure the only way they could watch that is if Belle is either sitting on the bed behind him or in his lap.
Or on that bucket chair.
Yeah. Also, Ben would need to go through this sideways, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Squeeze in the arms, maybe, but yeah.
Let's see. We've got some 50 minutes to go, unless you want to go a bit longer.
I'm okay going a bit longer, for we have...
Plenty.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be alone a bit longer today, so actually, yeah, that actually would kind of be nice. To go a bit longer.
Oh, hello, Charlotte. Yeah, Side. The bear tyrants in this world are surprisingly cute, even if if at first appearance they look like they could tear you in half with a sneeze. They probably still could, but...
I think I have a good term for them. Oh, a few, actually. The first one be Gentle Giant.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is something I almost forgot, but it has been described for some Swedes, apparently.
Oh.
Swedish bear.
Okay, I thought you were going to go for teddy bear.
It basically is... This is more specific kind of Swedes that are, very big and, yeah, not overweight, but basically tall, broad, muscular. Basically the ones you can see work as a door guard and all that.
Yeah.
They are very kind, sometimes quiet. They're not wild at all. They're just calm, chilling. But once you push that wrong button or not too much, that they're known for have a very long patience. But once you cross the threshold, they will wreck you.
Yeah.
But not to the point of killing, more of enough for you to learn a lesson.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind. I get the vibe of the bear fighters. Like they're chill. This one I'll calm, do the work, be nice to everyone. But they may, if you force them to show the ugly side, they will show it.
Yeah. We probably should keep a bit in mind that most of the bear tyrants we know of work at Bellabog. So it is likely that there are other bear tyrants who are less well-adjusted, you could say. But as far as I know the story, those haven't shown up yet. Emphasis maybe on yet.
Actually, we may have seen, we actually saw one on Steam today, probably. The drummer. No.
He was. I think that's one of Bellabog's personnel.
Yeah, he could be, the drumming could be a hobby thing or something, a part-time thing, or he actually could be a bear fighter that is actually a professional drummer for a band.
Could also be. Let's see. Miss Manager, have you noticed anyone acting suspicious around here? If you do, please let me know about it. What's happening? I've been tracking a suspect and I've found some traces of him nearby. But this guy is a real chameleon, though. I haven't been able to pin anyone down specifically. Since you're familiar with the residents on this street, could you help me keep an eye out and tell me if there are any suspicious people around you haven't seen before? I see. Great, thank you so much for your help. If you see anybody suspicious, please don't act on your own. Just come back immediately and tell me. I will put out an APB to all nearby officers to set up blockades and apprehend that guy.
Okay. I think I should remember a bit of the story where I heard about the Swedish bear thing.
Oh?
Yeah, I forgot who was told. It was so bloody long ago. Basically, a Swede some other person I used to know that was living in England or something, and I knew this Sweden, a Swedish guy, they discovered a Swedish bear. Really chill, very calm and all that, very friendly. And at one time, someone really pushed the button by becoming threatening. They usually were calm, but this time I think they got too far. Resulted in that lone giant Swede basically forcing was like 6-8 guys onto the floor surrendering and stay on the ground, not there to get up until the police got there, for he was just staring them down. So he basically just made the police work. The police was stunned by this, and they just realized, oh, all right, this will just make the arrest easier. For they knew he was not the guilty, he was protecting someone or something. But yeah, the thugs on the ground, you could not resist the arrest. They just too afraid of the bear in this case.
Yeah. That actually reminding me of 2 cases where paparazzi that were snooping in private places got absolutely folded like laundry. The first one was with one of NASA's astronauts from one of the Apollo missions, I believe. I forget who specifically. And the other was it? It was a martial artist actor, just a straight up martial artist. I think it was Jet Li or something. Yeah, some paparazzi apparently snuck into their house, scared their daughter, and well, if paparazzi versus martial artist, I think you can see where that goes.
Yeah. Oh, I think I just remember a bit more. I think the reason they actually dared to push these Swedes' nerves is they were all on they were all thinking, oh, that's a Swede. They are pushovers. They're not violent. They're also calm, pacified, all that. As you heard earlier said, they live to regret it.
Yeah, to use another misconception like that, people always say and joke that the Canadians are so kind and thoughtful always. Yeah, a good part of the Geneva Convention spawned from what the Canadians did during World War II. So,
yeah.
Take that as you wish.
Yeah, and I would say this about, this is not about every Swede, but I think this can come for some Swedes, or commonly, but absolutely not all. We all have our good and bad apples. But I do think that many Swedes have a rather long fuse, impatience and all that. But if you're actively trying to, yeah, push a Swede, they will ignore you, but if you do it way too much, you will regret it.
Push a Swede, get turned into a Tweed.
What's a Tweed again?
I think a Tweed is like some cloth materials or something.
Oh. But yeah, I think that many people have described Swedes, and I think most Scandinavians in that way, that yeah, they're nice and all that, just don't push them. Don't think they are pushovers. That's when you will regret it.
Yeah, you can basically say that about anyone. Let's
Yeah.
actually Google Tweed.
Like, everyone has a limit. Like, even the most gentle giant you may know may have a limit. And they may not even be aware of it.
Okay, now... seems I might be wrong about what Tweed is. It's, but anyways, the woman stares at Howl. Hello? Howl. Its claws, tongue, and tail. You can watch it all day long. It looks like she's just one of Howl's fans. Sure, it's weird, but she doesn't seem like a bad person.
Okay, that was a logical misreading we did there to consider the topic.
Someone's following me. It's gotta be someone following me. Who's following you? It must be my boss. He's always trying to catch me slacking off. All he wants is to send me back to work overtime. I said I was going to see a client so I could leave the office for a little fresh air, and he seems to have followed me over to the streets. But he's trying to rush me back to the office. This job is unbearable. I can't take it even for just one more day. He just looks like a poor, overworked white-collar worker. He shouldn't be a bad guy, right?
Yeah, this is an example where I say, don't push people around for they will reach the limit for... Again, that will, as Hill said, that will apply to everyone. That guy is at his limits.
Hello, Shaw. New ice cream shop is open across the street. So why not check it out? Hands out a flyer. Isn't it a bit strange to be handing out flyers right near the shop? I figured there'd be more people here wanting ice cream, so I could hand them out faster. Alright. Okay, I pressed A to start running. That was a bit too close, apparently. Someone's trying to find out where I am? I've always felt like someone's been stalking my social media account and tracking my whereabouts. Looks like I need to dress more low-key and keep a low profile. Who's following you? There's a girl at school who has a crush on me. She's been stalking my social media pages, trying to create a chance encounter, but I have no interest in her whatsoever. I should probably tone it down a bit and make sure she loses interest in me quick. He just seems to be one of those guys who easily fall for their own narcissistic delusions, but not a bad guy. Didn't we actually have someone before talking about trying to set up chance encounters around here?
I think so.
Well. Let's just go tell her what we found. Yeah, let's give it another half hour. How was it? Any suspicious looking people around? No. That's weird. Don't tell me I got bad intel. If only we could get, we could only get more people, cordon off this street and conduct a careful search for signs of that guy. Perhaps not. Sure, if we do all that, it will definitely cause trouble for good citizens like yourself. And what's more, the precincts nearby don't have the manpower to handle it. Never mind. I'll just keep monitoring that guy on social media and keep an eye on his latest movements. Okay, guess he was not as delusional as we thought. Anyway, thank you for your cooperation. Right, if you discover suspicious people in your neighborhood, please call public security immediately. Thank you, I'll try my best. Thank you so much. It's precisely because of such kind and enthusiastic citizens as yourself, New Erdu is becoming a safer place by the day.
Okay, I think he may have mistaken her for someone. Let's just say, yeah, he probably thinks it's a fangirl, but he hasn't realized it's actually the police that's looking for him to investigate what's going on.
Officer Charlotte leaves the store and goes on patrol. Sorry, manager. Can we have a quick chat? I heard you talking with that public security officer just then. Hello? And are you the one I was thinking of in previous streams for a specific side quest? I just saw an officer coming out of your store muttering something like Phantom Thief. Don't tell me that Phantom Thief, the artist of the lock, is operating around here now. Have you got any clues? Phantom Thief? Artist? Goodness me. You've never heard of the artist of the lock? He's one of the top cat burglars in all of New Erdu with a specialty in grabbing all kinds of art. Rumor has it that he puts out a warning before every caper he pulls, revealing to the public his next target, which often causes a massive frenzy around town, and then he steals that artwork while it's under heavy security. Just 2 days ago, he stole that famous painting, Gentleman with a Bamboo. Apparently it's worth millions. For money? No, he says that, but he must have some kind of ulterior motive. As for what that might be, I'm afraid nobody knows. I reckon that officer just then was probably just chasing that guy. They must have been tipped off by someone in the know. Okay. I'm not sure if that's ever...